What is up guys, InventorDude14 here, and today we're working on part 1 of the Back to the Future PC mod. Now this video is basically most of the wiring and the soldering process. Next week's video is going to be finishing up the wiring and everything, and then actually installing it into the PC. So first we're going to be starting off here with the amplifier, speaker, and sound module. So basically I could have put these in the screw terminals, but I decided to solder them for a more stable connection, make sure they didn't come apart. Here I'm actually gluing in the LED controller. This is going to control the flux capacitor, which you guys will see in the next video, but it's really cool, gotta tell you that. I'm gluing it onto the platform here, which is basically just an old dead CD drive, and I'm basically just using it for input power from the Molex connector. Here I'm soldering up the power connections for the power button, so when the switch is flipped to on, the power button will work, and when it's flipped off, the power button is basically just disconnected. So the other switches are going to have functions too, but I'm probably going to go over those a little bit later on. This is just a little more wiring of the power button. I actually did a lot of wiring and soldering, but I didn't film all of it because I didn't think it was the most interesting footage. But there'll be definitely more next week. There's definitely more to be done, but it's coming along, and it's a little messy at the moment, but I'll try to neaten it up. And after a while I'd gotten kind of sick of wiring, so I decided to move on to the meters. Now these are just regular everyday voltage meters that you can get on Amazon, but I modified them in order to make them look just like the plutonium meters from Back to the Future, just like the movie. It's pretty cool, and I think the end results are pretty awesome at the end, but you guys will see, of course, in a bit here. This meter is only 5 volts, so I'm taking, of course, the 5 volts from the power supply. One of the switches will actually be powering on this meter, and then another switch will actually be powering on the other 2 meters, which take up to 15 volts, but we're only giving them 12 volts again from the power supply. This template was actually fairly easy, just found it online, I printed it out, and I replaced it, and now it looks just like in the movies. So I know I'm kind of leaving it as a mess here. It doesn't look that great, kind of like a rat's nest, but thanks a lot for watching guys, and I hope to see you guys next week for part 2.